Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, hayyakunallah. This is an introduction to the Arabic derivatives, mushtaqat al-ism wal-fi'l, part of the Learn Arabic series. Part 1 will focus on the derived forms of nouns, mushtaqat al-ism. Just a quick reminder of the 10 letters that can be added into words to create new additional meanings to these new nouns. These are the 3 long vowels, alif, waw, and ya, which can be inserted anywhere in the middle of a word. The other letters can appear at the beginning, middle, or end of words. Of course, the ta marbuta may only be attached to the end of nouns. The scale that Arabs usually use to sort of what we call weigh words. Weighing words, this is actually creating new patterns, new forms of the words. So the scale they use is usually this 3-lettered root verb, fa'ala. And anytime there is a change or a new letter inserted into this scale, this root, you see here I highlight it with in yellow. So in this first word, it's a ya, a long vowel ya in the middle of the word. In the second word, it's a alif with a hamzat qat' at the beginning. In the last, it's an alif also in the middle. You notice there is a slight change also in the short vowels for each word. These are the new patterns from the original root fa'ala. So fa'ala becomes here fa'il, and here af'al, and in the last case fa'il. These are the new patterns. Now each one would have a specific meaning. We will just quickly look at the forms and patterns of nouns, examples for that, so just for extra practice for you. The first pattern we'll look at is the noun of the subject, ism al-fa'il, sometimes called the active participle. Now ism al-fa'il here, this is the doer of the action built within the structure of the word. So in this pattern, this specific pattern where you see the alif is inserted after the first letter, it makes it the doer of the action, darasa, actually learning. So daris here becomes the learner, so he is the doer of the subject. In grammar, the subject really depends on its position within the sentence. But here it's totally different because the doer of the action actually is embedded within the word, within the meaning of the word. The other example here is katib. Once again, an alif inserted after the first letter. The same pattern for the short vowels as well. So from the root kataba, which means to write, katib here is the one writing, the doer of writing. So he's the writer. The same for sajid, he's the one prostrating from sajada. And alim, he's the one who has knowledge, so he is the scholar from ilm. This here is another pattern for creating ism al-fa'il, but this is the case when the verb is originally 4-lettered, the root is originally 4-lettered. So instead of inserting an alif after the first letter, as in the previous case, what is added here is a meme carrying a dhamma at the beginning of the preceding the root. So you see it's mu here in the beginning of every word, and of course with a slight change in the short vowel, so it's dhamma and then sukun and then kasra. So it's muslim in the case of the first word, and mu'min in the second, muhsin in the third, from hasan, something which is hasan, which is nice and good. So muhsin, he is the good doer, and mu'allin, the announcer. Another pattern is ism al-maf'ul, the noun of the object. You see the pattern, how it looks like. It's a meme carrying a fatha at the beginning of the word, preceding the roots, and a waw right in the middle, inserted right before the last letter. And here this is the root in the middle, so it's darasa, it becomes madrus, and kataba becomes maktub, You notice how it's the same pattern for the short vowels. Fatha, sukun, dhamma, right? Fatha, sukun, dhamma here. And there is, of course, masmu' for the thing that is heard. And mahsub for something which is calculated. This is here another form, creating the adjective, as-sifa. It's, as I mentioned before, inserting a long vowel in the middle of the word. So it's in the case of the first two words, it's a ya, and the last two words, it's an alif. Notice how the first letter carries a fatha, okay, which sometimes changes, but in the case of the second letter, preceding the long vowel, they choose the short vowel that suits that letter. So if you're inserting a ya, there is a kasra placed on the letter before the ya. And if you're adding an alif, there's a fatha placed on the letter preceding the alif. So for karama, being generous, it becomes kareem. Rahama, the root being merciful, it becomes rahim, the merciful person. Jaban, from jabana, being a coward, so jaban, he is the coward. And shuja', from the root, to be brave, becomes being brave. After it is, this is the comparative form, to be better than or more beautiful than. So here in Arabic, it's done by adding a hamzat qata' with a fatha at the beginning, preceding the roots, and with the form of vowels and so on, fatha, sukun, and fatha once again. So it's afdal, be better. Ahsan, a slightly different meaning, but similar to the first, also being better. Ajmal, more beautiful. And a'lam, more knowledgeable. Let's look at the noun of the place, ism al-makan. This is created by adding a mim fatha at the beginning, preceding the root. So for the root kataba, it becomes maktab. Notice the short vowels, it's fatha, sukun, and fatha again. Maktab, the office or desk, the place where you write. Masbah, this is the pool here, from sabaha, meaning to swim. And makhbaz, most of you might know khubz, which is bread. So makhbaz is the place where you make or buy bread. Matbakh is the place where you cook. There is also another form, another pattern for ism al-makan. In this case, it's the same as the previous, but there's a kasra on the letter, the middle letter, instead of a fatha. So it's masjid, the place where you make sujood, the mosque, and majlis, the place where you sit. Maghrib and mashriq as a place of sunset and sunrise. Also another pattern, you see sometimes you can have several patterns to the same type of word. So here it's the same as the previous, only there's a ta' marbuta attached to the end of the word. So if you remember the first one, which was maktab, meaning desk, here when you attach a ta' marbuta, maktaba, it means library, or also a bookstore. So it's something larger than just a simple desk. And there is also mazra'a, meaning the farm, madrasa, meaning a school, and also maghsala. Another pattern is the noun of the instrument, the tools, ism al-ala. So the pattern is slightly different. It's a mim kasra in this case, at the beginning, added at the beginning, and an alif right in the middle. So it's minshar for the saw, the tool, and miftah for the key. It's from the root fataha, which means to open. So miftah, this is the tool to open something, it's the key. Misbah, meaning light, lamp, from the root sabah, which is it means the morning, light of the morning. So misbah is sort of like the lamp. Mismar is the nail. Another pattern for ism al-ala, it's the same thing, mim with a kasra at the beginning of the word, but no long vowel inserted in the middle. Actually, what's added here is a ta' marbuta in the end. So it becomes mistara for the ruler, from the root sattara, which means to line something, to make it into line. So mistara is the ruler. Miknasa, the broom, from the root kanasa, meaning to sweep something. Mimsaha, to rub something out. Mimsaha can also mean the mop. And mirwaha, which is the fan. From rawaha, it's something like the wind, the rih. So this is the fan that gives you sort of like a breeze, wind. And finally, let's take a look at two examples for verbal nouns. Al-masdar. These are here. You notice an alif inserted towards the end of the word, and a ta' marbuta attached right at the end. These indicate professions. So for the root kataba, it becomes kitaba. This is the profession of writing. Dirasa, from the root darasa, to study. And zira'a, from the root zara'a, to farm or to grow something. And tijara, meaning trade. Another pattern is the verbal noun indicating the single occurrence of an action. So as for, if we said like sajada, this is to prostrate. If we add ta' marbuta at the end, attach it at the end, it's now one prostration, and so on for the other roots. So it's sajda for one prostration, raka'a, to bend once, jam'a, one gathering, and once again sajda. Shukran wa hayyakunna Allah.